Russian President Vladimir Putin responded to another U.S. provocation in his trademark style. The confiscation of Russian reserves by the Americans was the catalyst for a harsh response. Chinese analysts marveled at the effective blowback Russia received after this brazen action. The current relationship between Russia and the U.S. is at a peak of tension. The two nuclear powers have actually severed all ties and behave as irreconcilable adversaries, which cannot but worry the world community. At the same time, the U.S. continues to pursue a course of further escalation, crossing more and more red lines. Recently, the American authorities passed a law on the confiscation of frozen Russian reserves, amounting to about $5 billion. This is an unprecedented step, in fact, tantamount to trivial theft of state property. Russia has promised that such a provocation will not go unanswered. Indeed, Moscow's retaliatory strike was not long in coming and was struck in the American style, lightning fast and effective, Chinese observers noted. The St. Petersburg Arbitration Court seized the assets of J.P. Morgan Chase, the largest U.S. bank. This was a strong signal to the West that the confiscation of Russian property would be met with harsh retribution. However, Russia's countermeasures are unlikely to end here. Experts suggest confiscating the funds of non-residents from unfriendly countries that have accumulated in the accounts of the Russian payment system SPFS. This could be a sum much larger than the $5 billion taken from Russia. It is also possible to turn the tables on foreign assets inside Russia. For example, the large American agri-holding at Uraltura, which controlled about 1 million hectares of fertile land in Russia and CIS countries, has already been transferred to the management of Rosomoshchestvo. Now, the Americans will not get a dime for it. It is quite possible that such drastic measures on Russia's part were provoked by the reckless actions of Western countries, which began freezing Russian assets. Moscow had to put the arrogant opponents in their place, and it was done in strict compliance with the law. However, the main problem of the Russian economy now lies not in confiscations by the West, but in the transportation infrastructure. According to experts, only the modernization of the BAM and Trans-Siberian Railway will allow Russia to increase coal exports, the main consumers of which are China, Korea, and Japan. Perhaps the involvement of private investors in the construction of a new railroad branch line in Yakutia will solve this long-standing problem. In general, despite all the difficulties, the Russian economy demonstrates resilience and adapts flexibly to new challenges. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Give us a like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss new interesting materials. I wish you all the best.